Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on CTV News at 5. We begin with reaction one day after a fixture on the radio airwaves in Waterloo region suddenly went silent. 570 News Radio, which has a 50-year history as a local AM radio station, was shut down yesterday. Today, community members are expressing how they feel about the loss of that voice. Rogers says the closure was made due to declining audience numbers and revenue trends, adding they will continue coverage of Waterloo region on their website, but the radio station's license will be returned to the CRTC. The result, job losses here and in multiple other cities. Kitchener Mayor Barry Vibranovic says he's sad, angry, and betrayed by the decision.
I think when it really hit me was this morning. I forgot to change the station last night, and I woke up to the sound of static this morning, and it was sad. Like it really was sad.
Vibranovic says the station has been a critical source of reliable, trusted news in the community, along with being a platform for Kitchener Rangers games. He says his heart goes out to all staff members impacted. And 570 News Radio wasn't the only station that was shuttered. 5 others in Vancouver, Calgary, and Halifax also went silent, cutting more than 200 jobs in the process. The closures prompting questions about what the move means for local journalism. One expert with the Local News Research Project says they're not just a loss for the community, but for the industry as a whole.
Between the decline in listenership and the decline in advertising, it creates real problems on the business model side for commercial radio. So what does that mean at the community level? Well, for one thing, it just means there's one less reliable source of local news. And as the problems compound from these news outlets disappearing, whether it's a radio station or a TV station or a newspaper or a digital online news source, it creates more space for mis and disinformation.
At 6, CTV's Alexandra Hollick takes a look at the fallout from the latest cuts and the future of the industry. Tributes continue to pour in for a Stratford mother of 3 who died suddenly on Canada Day. Jessica Rudock Clawson collapsed after swimming with her son on July 1st. The 42-year-old was a teacher who worked with special needs students. Her friends and family remember her most for her sense of humor and generosity for the community.
That's something that she loved dearly, was to laugh and to laugh with all of us. I'm going to miss her joy. She brought joy everywhere she went. You know, to friends, to family, to work, and I think that's one of the things I'll miss the most, is walking in and hugging her and having all those joyful moments together and creating joy together, you know, wherever we would go.
At 6, CTV's Karis Mapp will have more on her life and the impact she had on the students she worked alongside. For now, we'll turn to the forecast with Ashley Bacon live in studio. Great to be back with you.
I'm so glad you're back.
I missed you.
Missed you too. I mean, it's been so beautiful here, but how was Calgary?
Yeah, went out to Calgary,
Oh
got to go to the Stampede, which I think was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Very cool. You know, I love country music, so it was very fun. And the weather was great out there, actually.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was much more comfortable than the heat wave that we saw here.
Yes.
We kind of had mid-20s out there and plenty of sunshine, so it was a great time. My first rodeo.
Well, there you go. And
awesome.
you came back, and it's perfect weather now.
I know. How do I get so lucky?
Oh, you're so lucky. Let's take a look at our radar. Look at that, Leanne. So we're not seeing a lot in the way of activity right now for Waterloo region. We will see some rain come tomorrow afternoon, so get out and enjoy it while you can. Right now, we're sitting at 28 degrees, a northwest wind at 11 kilometers an hour, and with the humidity, not too bad, just feeling around 33. So probably similar to what you felt in Calgary a few days earlier. Let's take a look outside at Riverside Park in Cambridge this hour. Oh, and there we go. That is a good way to spend your afternoon. Maybe taking in a local park, a little swim like those geese.
And I don't know how close Dave is getting to those geese, but you know me, and my fear is geese, so I wouldn't be caught that close.
Pretty good zoom on there. Great shot, Dave.
All right, stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Lyme disease and other tick-related illnesses are reportedly on the rise across Canada this year. For more on the local situation, let's bring in Dr. Nicola Mercer, the Medical Officer of Health in Wellington, Duffer and Guelph. Dr. Mercer, thanks for your time as always.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Let's start with the tick population. Are you noticing a surge here in Ontario?
Yeah, we've actually seen a significant increase. So if we compare, say, last year to this year in our area, every year we do what we call tick dragging, which is basically taking a white cloth and dragging it through the fields looking for ticks. So last year we did 11 sites and we only found 18 ticks. This year we did 2 sites and found almost 170 ticks. So that's a huge difference. And we are also seeing that the number of ticks that are being reported by physicians or by people through our tick surveillance has really gone up a lot. And not just are we finding more ticks, but when we actually take the ticks that we actually collected and sent them off for testing, we know that anywhere between 40 and 55% of these ticks are actually infected with the organism that causes Lyme disease, as well as another organism that causes babiosis. So this is actually very, very different. And if you haven't had a tick on you, I can guarantee you that either you or somebody that you know is going to get a tick on you soon, because that's how prevalent they are.
It's quite the surge in population. Do we have an idea of why this is happening?
Well, that's a really good question. So certainly when ticks came to Canada, ticks don't fly, so they were deposited in Ontario via birds, most likely, as they migrate on birds and then drop off into our environment. But when tick populations get to be a certain size and the climate conditions, so if you have the right kind of winter, then they just begin to explode and multiply. And certainly this is something that we think back, like 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been talking about ticks. But now it's a very real thing, not just for yourself, your family, but also for our animals.
You brought up if someone finds a tick on them, they're so small. If you even think that you have a tick on you, what should you do?
Well, yeah, the ticks are there are 2 seasons for ticks. So the ones that we see in the very early spring are really tiny. You are correct. They can be like a poppy seed size up until like a sesame seed size. They're really quite small, but they are black. And so if you are looking, you might see something on your skin that's there that you're not normally used to seeing. However, as we get later in the year, and especially in August or into the fall, the ticks, we're now seeing adult ticks, and they are bigger, so they're much easier for you to see. And in fact, I would think you'd probably be hard-pressed not to notice. And as a tick first attaches to you, it's small, like it's really small, but as it feeds on you, it actually gets bigger with the blood that it manages to suck into itself, so it gets to be like a little balloon. And so that's what you're going to see. But more importantly, you just got to look, because if you're not thinking about it, you're definitely not going to find it. And check places that you might not think to look, like behind your knees, your groin, your armpits, and even in your hairline. So this is really important for children. And I know for myself personally, I've kind of changed some of the stuff that if I'm out gardening, I wear rubber boots. I tuck my pants into my boots, and I always make sure to have a shower afterwards and to really make sure that I don't have any ticks on me. And I just think that's really good advice now. If you're outside, or especially if you work outside in landscaping, you really need to look for ticks.
Definitely. It's certainly important to keep that top of mind, of course. If someone were to contract Lyme disease from a tick bite, what types of symptoms would show up? What should someone be monitoring for if they maybe didn't notice that they had a tick on them?
Yeah, so firstly, if you do notice that you have a tick, or if you find an engorged tick, one that's full of blood, you should speak to a healthcare provider, because we know there's a really good chance that that tick has Lyme disease. And then early on, there's antibiotics, a short course of antibiotics, which can prevent you from getting Lyme disease. So later, let's say you didn't see the tick. Sometimes, and it's not everyone, but one of the markers of Lyme disease is what we call the bullseye rash. And it can be subtle, but sometimes it can be extremely obvious on your skin. When I say bullseye, it looks like a target. There's a red dot, there's a clearing, and then there's a red ring around it. So we call it the bullseye rash. So you sometimes see that, not all the time. And because of that, and because people don't always know that they've had a tick bite, sometimes the symptoms, especially the early symptoms, are quite vague. You don't feel well, you're achy, malaise, you might have a low-grade fever, and your joints may be sore. So sometimes it does take a little bit of figuring out by your physician or your healthcare provider whether you might have Lyme disease. So again, there are blood tests that can be done, but the most important thing is if you check for ticks and find them early, the treatment is much simpler than if you wait.
Okay, well, appreciate the advice on this topic, especially this time of year. Dr. Mercer, thanks so much for this. Thanks for your time. Dr. Nicola Mercer is the Medical Officer of Health in Wellington, Dufferin, Guelph. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Taking a break, telling you what you need to know. It is trivia night at Games on Tap Board Game Cafe in Waterloo. Seating starts at 6:30, but you can book online to reserve your spot. It's $10 a person, and teams should be of 3 to 5 players. We'll be back. Okay, Ashley's back with a look at the full forecast. Got to tell you, I am so happy that I escaped that heat wave that everyone experienced this past weekend. I heard it was rough.
It was a bit hard for a lot of folks, I know, but myself, Leanne, you know me, I love the summer. I'm here for it. I don't mind a little extra heat. You know, it doesn't last very long. Before we know it, we're going to be planning Oktoberfest stuff.
I know. We love summer. We're here for it.
Yeah, so I'm not mad about it, but yes, you missed a little bit of a chunk of that heat wave at the end there, and things definitely cooling off now, feeling much more comfortable. Let's take a look back outside at Riverside Park in Cambridge. What a beautiful evening to be out at the park. Dave Pettit, our camera operator, bringing us these gorgeous shots tonight. Thank you, Dave. And as you can see from that gorgeous sky, mix of sun and cloud out there, still an absolutely stunning way to spend your Wednesday evening. If you can, head outdoors because rain is on the way. We will likely see rain this time tomorrow. As we take a look at our futurecast, we're seeing nothing but clear skies at the moment. Now, we could see some overcast over the next few hours, potential for some spotty showers overnight, but really it's tomorrow where the brunt of it lands on our shores. We are going to see some hot spots. We could see some thunderstorm activity throughout the afternoon, but overall, just a little bit of spotty showers here and there. So if it does fool you, don't, you know, if you look at there and there's sun, don't let it fool you. We have some rain on the way, so make sure you keep those umbrellas with you. On the West Coast, a very nice day, 21 in Vancouver. On the other side of the Rockies, though, Edmonton, 20 and seeing some thunderstorm activity. Saskatoon and Regina sitting at 23 today. Over in Winnipeg, 27 with sunshine. A gorgeous day in Winnipeg today. It is feeling hot on the East Coast as we head towards the East Coast, I should say. Ottawa, 31 degrees, Windsor, 31, Toronto, 27, Montreal and Quebec City also sitting at 30 degrees. On the East Coast, still a very beautiful day. St. John's sitting at 25 degrees right now in sunshine. I'm going to have to call my friends and check in on them, make sure they're handling that heat okay. Fredericton is sitting at 27. So an absolutely beautiful day, coast to coast to coast. Here in Waterloo region, 29 degrees out there. Still feels a little warmer, though, with the humidity, about 34. But overall, definitely more comfortable than we had last week. 18 tonight. We are going to see those showers start to trickle in through the overnight hours. But really, tomorrow is when we might see some thunderstorm activity. A high of 26 is expected, feeling closer to 34 with the humidity. So not as hot as today, but nowhere near the record set at 1936 at 37.2. So we are still hot, but not nearly as record-breaking. First at 5 forecast for Waterloo region. Showers may continue into Friday, slightly a high of 25, but look at that weekend, Leanne. Saturday and Sunday, 26 and 27 with sunshine, and on Monday, showers and 28. All right, believe it or not, it's already July, and the baseball season with the Kitchener Panthers is definitely happening, and it's in full swing.
It is so. Literally.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Friday, you can catch the Panthers in action against the Brantford Cardinals. They're at home at Jack Couch Park for 7:05. And then they're headed to Chatham to face the Barnstormers. That'll be Saturday 11th, a 7:35 start there.
Fantastic. Now, we've got a lot of festivals coming up. Let's start at Waterloo Park. There's a World Music Festival coming up.
Yes, the Cooltroon, and this is a free family event featuring international music. There'll be food trucks there, workshops, a cultural market, and these free events too, taking the kids and just taking them through tiring everybody out, but seeing different things at the same time here in the region is just the best.
Now, this is a fun one for the kids. Duck Fest with a rubber duck race is happening.
And it's in Brantford,
Yes.
of all places, right? So that goes down the Grand River. Games and live music and raising funds for local mental health charities. I do believe you can sponsor a duck or buy one of the ducks.
Nice.
And then put it into the river and see how well you do.
Now, who doesn't love souvlaki? Maybe some baklava,
yes.
some gyro. You've
Yes.
got some awesome Greek food happening at the Greek Food Fest.
July 11th and 12th at St. Peter and Paul Greek Orthodox Church here in Kitchener. So authentic stuff. It's always a busy, busy time. Always very loud and amazing. So again, check that out. Put it on your calendar, July the 11th and 12th here in Kitchener.
Now, a really popular event is back again. Uptown Waterloo Jazz Festival is happening as well in July.
Oh, yeah. You can see Bounce 99.5 will be live on location July 16th to the 18th. This one free as well. Uptown Waterloo, just outside Waterloo City Hall. International, local artists. It is one of the biggest festivals that we have here in Waterloo. We have a lot of them kind of come and go, but of course this one here, the Jazz Festival, is one that a lot of us wait for every year.
Now, if Greek food isn't your favorite, maybe ribs and beer might be.
And why wouldn't it be? It's at Victoria Park, July 17th to the 19th. It is Kitchener Rib Fest and Craft Beer Show.
Fantastic. Summer Street Fest is also coming up
in downtown Woodstock. Yeah. So I've heard about this one. I need to get down, but it is a street-wide patio experience.
Love.
So if you're loving vendor markets, you know, bringing the family, downtown Woodstock is the place to be for the Summer Street Fest, July 17th to the 19th. And how about the Scottish Fest? You into that?
Well, after watching FIFA for the last couple of weeks, you know, we've got to give it to the Tartan Army.
I love the Tartan Army.
I mean, and if you've also fell in love with them, head out to Fergus.
Okay, so this is in August, so make sure that you get it on your calendar, 7th to 9th at Centre Wellington Sportsplex. It's been going on for more than 80 years. There's piping, heavy athletic competitions like the caber toss.
Love it.
Right, and during the FIFA World Cup, our favorite Scottish team, and of course their fans, they've been doing, I feel like, their own heavy athletic competition. And of course, always just celebrating Scottish heritage.
Absolutely. And lastly, where can folks at home let us know about the events that they're hosting so we can tell more people about them?
All right, that's bounce995.ca. Just go to Bounce in your backyard and fill out all that information, and it will get right here to me. I'm Angie Hill, and to you, Ashley Bacon.
Thank you, Angie.
You're welcome.
Okay, as we take you to break, a reminder, we will have live FIFA coverage tomorrow and Friday during CTV News at 5. So we won't see you again on CTV News at 5 until Monday, July 13th. But you can keep up to date with us anytime at ctvnewskitchener.ca and on the CTV News app. And here is what you need to know. If you're looking for a laugh, head over to TWH Social tonight for Rusty Nail Comedy Pro-Am Night. Doors open at 7:30. Tickets are just $5. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break.
KW's Bounce 99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Listen all summer for your chance to win. Turn the lights off, carry me home. With Bounce to your backyard.
Here's the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. Water capacity was in focus this morning at a special Region of Waterloo Council meeting. It comes after yesterday's announcement from the region that capacity was added in the Mannheim service area months ahead of schedule, allowing municipalities to resume water allocation for some stalled developments. Today, Council approved several motions. One of them, fast-tracking bureaucratic red tape until June 2027, allowing the CAO to bypass standard public bidding to hire contractors faster. And another motion approved a study to see if 2 major water treatment plants can be built 2 years ahead of schedule.
This motion is not prejudging the outcome. It is asking staff to come back by the end of August with a feasibility assessment to help council understand whether these projects are actually ready to proceed, what the financial implications might be, what risks and benefits could be involved, and what decisions would be required if an acceleration is possible.
At 6, CTV's Heather Center, and we'll have more on what's next. A Cambridge man has been charged in an immigration fraud investigation involving international students. The Canada Border Services Agency says a tip from Lambton College led them to a scheme that defrauded students out of an estimated $126,000. Investigators say the students were falsely promised that the money was going towards their tuition and were then given fake enrollment documents. After 2 search warrants were carried out, a man from Cambridge and a London resident were each charged with 4 counts of fraud over $5,000, uttering forged documents, and counseling misrepresentation. A group of U.S. aquariums say the U.S. government has approved an emergency rescue to import whales and dolphins from Ontario's Marineland. The theme park in Niagara Falls has been shut down, and the park has said it's running out of money to care for its 30 belugas and 4 dolphins. Ottawa approved a plan last month to send the animals to facilities in the U.S. and Spain. Metrolinx is warning of delays and cancellations on GO Transit today due to the heat. Metrolinx says trains are required to run at slower speeds during prolonged periods of heat, so some trips may be canceled or delayed by 10 to 15 minutes. The agency is urging people to check online for the latest service updates. And finally for us, a trailblazer is hanging up her helmet after more than 3 decades of service. Cambridge's first female firefighter, Kelly Willems, is retiring after a career that helped pave the way for generations of women in the profession. The former heavy equipment operator and truck driver didn't think much of it at first after spending years in male-dominated fields, but suddenly she found herself in the spotlight.
Some of the guys were great. Very helpful, very welcoming. Some of them were skeptical, didn't think it was the best job for a woman.
You can catch her important message and the legacy she leaves behind tonight on CTV News at 6. So we'll leave it there. We'll be back at the top of the hour with that story and much more. For now, we'll send it over to our colleagues in the CTV National Newsroom. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.